What's up, y'all? Welcome to the DeMarkco effect where you get the full effect of me. We're gonna start this video off a little bit different. So this woman right here says, they locked up my baby daddy for child support. And from what I've been seeing, right, in the comment section, somebody was like, so basically you got him locked up. And we gonna see what she's talking about, okay?
Okay, so they locked my baby daddy up for child support, my oldest. I was so mad. I went to court and they had him in. Well, let me tell y'all from the beginning. So I went to the courtroom and I sat down. And the bailiff came running over and he was like, "You can't sit there, you can't sit there." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "All the men on this side, all the females on this side." And I started looking around the courtroom like, God dang. So they separate the females and the males. And I thought that was strange. And I just thought it was strange. So while I was sitting there waiting for them to call my name, I was matching this man with this woman, just, biding my time. So when they called my name and my baby daddy name, they brought him out in an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs and shackles. And that pissed me off even more. I was so mad. I told Your Honor, I let her say what she was going to say. Then I was like, "Your Honor, I want all child support struck. I want current, arrears, and future struck today." And the whole courtroom went crazy. It was just like everybody was talking. She had to hit the gavel and she was like, boom, 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 boom. And then she was like, "Do you understand what you're saying?" And I was like, "Yes."
And can I tell y'all something real quick that's kind of fucked up, but it's just the way that the world operate. So the world doesn't care if the father is present per se. They would actually want the father to not be present, and it's for money. I know y'all see some stories of some women giving they baby daddies the money back for child support, or giving them some money back for taxes and all of that stuff like that, and y'all look at them women like they crazy, right? But the point is, putting somebody on child support is to a certain degree stupid. It doesn't make sense. It all goes back to when you have a kid, make sure you're married before you have a kid. And even if y'all do get divorced, right? That's different than just two parents having kids out of wedlock, right? Because your parents being married showed that they actually wanted to build something together. Okay, whether they kept it or whatnot, that's beside the point, right? But her saying that she wanted to actually take the child support money away, and it's shocking some people right here, is crazy in that courtroom. They're like, "Are you crazy? You gonna stop an income that you getting from this man?" And my hope, I don't know why he's in jail. Maybe she'll explain that, but we'll see.
And so they took me outside the courtroom. They have two rooms on either side of the hallway.
They probably think somebody set her up, put a gun to her head, and said, "Take him off of child support." That's probably what they thinking. They probably think somebody tried to kill her and say, "Hey, take him off of child support. It's gonna be a problem."
Right after, as soon as you got out the courtroom. So they brought me in there, and I was sitting in there for a long time. The bailiff came in, and he was like, "Is anybody making you feel uncomfortable, or is anybody threatening you, or do you feel like, you're under duress to do this?" And I was like, "No, no, no. My daughter loves her daddy, and y'all not keeping him. I want him out of there today, and I want all child support struck." So he left back out. He came back in about 10 minutes later. He was like, "Let me see your ID. I need to see your ID." And I was like, "For real?" So I showed him my ID and stuff. So when he left back out, I was in there for a while. And then he came back and I signed some papers and stuff. And when I came out the courtroom, it was me and standing outside the courtroom. They was like, "Can you talk to my baby mama, please?" And I was like, I don't know what to say to your baby mama, but it just wasn't for me. My daughter loved her daddy. I didn't give a damn what he had going on. My daughter loved her daddy. I didn't need his money. I needed him, as far as my daughter was concerned. So, yeah, that happened.
I'm not trying to be a party pooper here. That shit sound all sweet. But if he's not in jail no more because of um child support, if he was in jail, wouldn't that mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, if he was locked up for current child support and past child support and future child support that he's supposed to owe, so let's say current and past, wouldn't that mean that she's the reason why he's in jail? Right? And maybe she took him off because she seen how it affected the daughter to see her dad in jail. Right? But we'll take it as if that's not the case, right? This is something that a lot of y'all women need to look into. When y'all have baby daddies and all of this stuff, y'all gotta stop being bitter and allow the man to be the father, right? So if he want to choose to be the father or if he don't, that's something that you're gonna have to deal with. Cause I always say this one thing and it stands true all the time. You can't force somebody to want to be a parent to your child. You can't force a dad to want to be a dad, or you can't force a mom to want to be a mom, right? So if that deadbeat is gonna be a deadbeat, it don't matter if you're trying to get money from him, cause you probably gonna be chasing him for that money. And if you have to chase him for money for his child, he's not worth anything, right? Same with a woman, right? If you have a woman and she don't want to be there for her daughter or her son, you can't say, here's your kids, go be a mom. It doesn't work. I think a lot of y'all need to learn from this and understand that, hey, if I have a kid, I need to take care of that kid, and I just have to be careful with what I'm doing. Okay, but other than that, make sure y'all leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. Are y'all on child support? Do y'all want to be taking off child support? Do y'all work? Like, I don't know, but for those that just subscribed, I appreciate you. I love you. If you already subscribed, you know I love you already. But other than that, have a good evening, good day, and I love all of y'all. Have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning, wherever y'all at, and I'll see y'all.